One of the things that I have struggled with for most of my adult life is gift giving. And it's not that I don't like giving gifts to people, it's that I'm not great at discerning what somebody might want. I also am not a huge fan of surprises. The joy of surprising somebody has never really hit me because personally, I don't really enjoy surprises. On the other hand, one thing that I do think I'm fairly good at is giving recommendations of things, especially if I've tried them and I've loved them. That's what I'm doing today. I'm basically giving you some recommendations in the form of a gift guide. I decided to divide this into 3 sections based on price points. The first price point will be from $0 to $15. American dollars, because I live in the United States and so American centric. And then $15 to $50 and then $50 and up. Because I recognize that especially this year, all of us are on tight budgets. But I thought I would give a few higher end suggestions in case either you have somebody you really want to splurge on or somebody is wanting to splurge on you and these might be something that you would like to ask for. So to begin with, in the $0 to $15 category, I have a sticker that is, I believe, only $2, $2.50, somewhere around there, from my friend Sandra over at plannerbomb.com. And that is her F-bomb sticker. How do I love thee? Let me count the ways. Well, for one, if you've ever looked at my water bottle, you'll know that I am kind of a hoe for like the big stickers. I'm kind of living the Visco girl life, even though I'm a 40-year-old lady. But Sandra's F-bomb sticker is both naughty, but also kind of censored because it's not like the word fuck, it's an F and a bomb. So if you have somebody who likes to live a little bit on the naughty edge, but maybe doesn't want a giant sticker that says fuck on their water bottle, this could be a really fun stocking stuffer for them. The quality of the sticker is excellent, and Sandra is amazing. She is a total sweetheart who loves Dr. Pepper probably more than I do, and supporting her means you're supporting a great small business up in the Canadian lands of Canada. The second item on my list is the Paws of Pride pins. They are really adorable, and if you have somebody in your life who collects enamel pins and happens to be a member of the LGBTQ community, this might be a perfect gift for them. Each pin is $15. I actually have bought 2, but I don't have the pins to show you right now because I gave them to my kid, and my kid is at their dad's house and has one of those backpacks that has the clear on the front so that you can see the pin collection underneath. I got Kat the Count Transcula pin and the Neomancer pin, which is the non-binary pin. They're these adorable little kitties that have characters built around the LGBTQ community. So there's an asexual kitty, and there is a trans kitty, a pansexual kitty, all of these different little adorable cats, and they have these super cute pins. And so, like I said, if you have somebody in your life who is LGBTQ and loves adorable enamel pins, this is a really, really great option. The biggest situation is that they do ship from overseas if you're in the United States, so if you want to order those, it might take a little bit for shipping, so you might want to order them early if you want them in time for the holidays. I love a good pen pouch, and when I was in Portland, I believe it was, for the West Coast Planners Candy Shop, when Peggy Dean was there, she had her little table with her stuff out there for sale, and I came across her little floral botanical pen pouch and was like, oh, hell yeah. It's just a small linen pouch. It won't hold every single pen you want to use, but I actually keep it on my desk with my current pens because I wanted to downsize from the pen cup that I had. And the thing that I bought for my desk, if I put pens in it, they fall right out. So a pen pouch was necessary. Perfect little size. It's got a little strap if you want to carry shit around in it. And it's super cute. High quality. The inside has kind of a almost crispy sort of nylon inside, so in case one of your pens leak, it's not gonna leak out and stain the linen. These are $12, really cute, and I love supporting Peggy Dean. I think she's phenomenal, and this is not the only time her products are gonna appear on this list, so stay tuned. Now, if you get someone a pen pouch, you might wanna get them some pens to put in this, and this is where I'm going to recommend something that I never thought I would be recommending, and that is the Crayola Super Tips. It took me so long to actually do a video testing these and reviewing these, and I was way more impressed than I thought I would be in terms of the color selection, being able to find dupes for the mild liners in here. You can do fake Crayola calligraphy, I think is what they call it, where you sort of fake having a brush pen using these. It works for people who like to journal. They work for people who like to color. And they're really inexpensive. It's like 14 something on Amazon for a box of 100, which is a huge amount. The only downside to these is that you have to figure out a way of like labeling them yourself to figure out what color is what, which annoys the crap out of me. But for $14.50 or whatever it is for 100 markers, you can put up with it. So if you have somebody who is maybe new into the planner or journaling scene, or somebody who maybe doesn't have a lot of art supplies and they want to do more creative stuff with color, this could be a really excellent gift. I've actually given this to one of my nibblings who is super into art when they were younger, and it's a very appreciated gift both for kids and for adults depending on what their hobbies are. All right, and as I round out this category, if you have somebody who is new to planners, journaling, and you want them to learn some easy hand lettering, I swear I won't be pimping myself out this whole video, but I can recommend my book. It's about 15 bucks on Amazon and some other places, called Cute Hand Lettering for Planners, Journals. I can't even say the name of my own damn book. Cute Hand Lettering for Journals, Planners, and more. You just look up my name, Cindy Guentert-Baldo, and this book will show up. It's a cute little squish of a book that teaches a bunch of lettering, has a bunch of practical advice in here, and it's really good for beginners. I wrote it for beginners. So if you have a beginner in your life, this might be a great book. And if you already have this book and you are looking for something to put on your wish list, you can have somebody pre-order you my new book, Ultimate Doodle Collection for Journals, Planners, and More, which is coming out in June of next year, I believe, and that is also in the same price range. It'll be a little bit bigger than this squish, but it'll be a great companion for this if you are somebody who really wants to draw and letter in your planner, but you feel like you don't have any skills. That's what these books are written for, and I'm very proud of them. Very proud of them. I cannot believe I actually can say buy my book. So that is the end of our 0 to 15 category. Moving to the $15 to $50 category, and right at the bottom of that price range is something that, according to my husband, I have too many of, and that is mugs. Specifically mugs from Chrissy Ann Designs. She is great. You guys know I work with her. I do lettering for her and stickers for her, and her Pink Friday sale should be starting tomorrow, the day this video goes live, I'm thinking. So you could check that out, and she usually has like, I don't know, like you get X number. For every X number you spend, you get X number of cash back. I'm specifically talking about her mugs. So I have, like my husband says, I have many of them. I grabbed one. It's sounds like a case of the Monday mugs that has my lettering on it. But she has some that have my lettering, some that don't. They are phenomenal quality. They are adorable. A lot of the sayings are either a little bit snarky, a little bit cute, a little bit snarky. A bunch of them have my lettering on them, like I already said. The one I don't have that I still want to get if my husband will allow another mug into the house is the one that says "Choo Choo Motherfucker," which is a quote from my Go Wild presentation about 1.5 years ago. I love mugs, and hers are really nice. Now, I love people doing like the vinyl decals and shit on mugs. I think they're cute, but I hate that you can't run them through the dishwasher. But these are actually printed on the mug. She does like, however, the magic is that you get this shit directly on the mug. So these can run through the dishwasher really nicely. And I love them. I drink coffee out of them. I drink tea out of them. I drink hot cocoa out of them. I have soup out of them. Once in a while I have cereal out of them if I haven't run the dishwasher in a few days. Great mugs. Great mugs. Next I have a couple of like beauty items. Now beauty knows no gender, but one of these items is great for pretty much anybody on your list, regardless of whether they like to wear makeup or not, and that is the Laneige Lip Sleepy Mask. I have talked about this in favorites videos before. It is, I think, 20 bucks. How much is it? I have all this information on my phone. 22 bucks for this puppy at Sephora. Worth every penny. It comes with a little scoop that you can use to be like hygienic. I lost it. Well, no, the first one I think Lucy wanted to eat. The second time I bought this, I lost it. I just dipped my finger right into it. Although it's not super sanitary, especially considering that like I've let Jesse wear this. Like I'll put my own finger in it and put it on his lips because he's had some really chapped ass lips from being outside in the garage working. This stuff is thick and amazing, and you put it on your lips, and at night it just absorbs in, and during the day if you have super chapped lips, this stuff, it's very thick. It feels like an ultimate thick lip balm, but my lips feel so good when I'm wearing it. I'm always mouth breathy at night. Always have like congestion in my sinuses for some fucking reason, and I'm a mouth breather, and so my mouth gets dry at night and my lips get super dry, and this stuff has saved them from like the kind of cracking where it hurts when you smile. As the weather is getting colder, this is a phenomenal little gift for somebody if they struggle with like chapped ass lips. Ass lips. The second kind of beauty item is $24, and it is the Thrive Cosmetics Brilliant Eye Brightener. I swear by these things. They were one of those things I saw on Facebook in their ads, and I was like, I wonder if that'll work. I'm not going to buy it. You know, it's just a Facebook ad. I'm not going to get sucked into it. And then I was in Ulta one day buying some more moisturizer or something, and they had these there at like one of those like little kiosks or something right by the register, and I got sucked into it. And not only did I love the one I bought, which was, which color is this? Stella, which is like a kind of a champagne color. I loved it so much that I bought a second one, which is Miko, which is more of a like a pinkish color. And I want to get one of the like darker kind of coppery colors because I saw them on Facebook with somebody doing like a smoky eye with them, and like I'm a convert to these things. These are like the only eye makeup I wear besides mascara and maybe a little bit of dark eyeshadow for like a liner. This is all I'm wearing lately. It works really well to wake your eyes up. What I do is I put a little in the corners, a little under, like on the waterline of my lower eye, and then on my lid. And it just makes my eyes feel a lot brighter. They also come with like a little sharpener so that you, like in the butt right here, that you can sharpen them to get like more precision. But if you have somebody who likes natural makeup or makeup that just sort of enhances what you wear, these would be a phenomenal choice. As much as I have like worn the tips down and resharpened and worn the tips down and resharpened, I've still got plenty left. So I'm getting my money's worth out of these. Now I told you that the Pigeon Letters was going to show up on here. Peggy Dean was going to show up on here again. It's with these puppies. Her Pigeon Letters Studio Round brushes. Now, all of her brushes are nice. I actually have a lot of them, but it started when I bought this pack when she first released them. It's a 5-pack of brushes. They're $43. They are made without animal cruelty. They're synthetic, no animals harmed in the making of situation, and they're all round brushes, which is my favorite kind of watercolor brush to use because it's the most versatile in my mind. And they come in sizes 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10, enough to get started for anybody who wants to learn watercoloring. The only thing it's missing is like a wash brush, and I don't like doing backgrounds, so I don't really use wash brushes all that often. These are wonderful for lettering with watercolors, which makes sense because Peggy Dean does a lot of lettering stuff. They have a lot of a snap, so like they boing like right back when you flick them. Very, very snappy brushes. They don't hold a ton of water, which means that you can be really precise with what you're doing with them. I like to use a brush that holds a lot of water for certain kinds of painting, but for more detailed painting, these are my favorite brushes to go for. I have had these for over a year now and I still reach for them. I love them that much. My favorite out of all of the sizes, if you can only pick one, I would go for a 6 or an 8 because I think that you can get thin lines with a thicker brush, but you can't get as big of a line with a thinner brush. If you have somebody who's just getting into watercolor painting or especially watercolor lettering, these would be a wonderful gift. And to go with watercolor brushes, you need watercolors. Now, I'm going to be talking about 2 sets in this video. One is higher end, and I'll be talking about that in the next section. The other is $40 and you get 48 pans. It's actually a really great price for watercolors of this quality. It's the Munyo watercolor set. Now this set is not professional grade. I would suggest that this is like middle grade, but on the higher end of it. These colors are very, very pigmented, and one of the reasons I love them so much is because of the color selection. There is a bunch of like yellow ochres and like a peach color that work really well. The green selection is outstanding. The reds and the pinks and the purples are all beautiful. It's just a really wonderful color palette. The only colors I haven't really used are the shimmer ones. It comes with 4 shimmer ones. And I have shimmer ones I love better, so I don't really use these ones. But everything else I'm using the shit out of, and especially if you like painting like nature, flowers, botanicals, things like that. There is a lot to work with here, especially if you are not strong on color mixing. They have basically become the only watercolors I paint with for practice now. My last 2 items in this category are both from Target, and they are both of the squishy, wintry comfort kind of situation. The first is the Target micro plush blanket. I bought the king sized one and it feels like it never ends. Both of my cats can be sleeping on it. I'll have it on top of me at the same time. Jessie will grab a bit of it and there's still plenty. We have a queen size bed, but this throw blanket is just amazing in its size. And it's that just smushy plush situation that cats can't help making muffins on. It keeps you warm without being so heavy that you get super sweaty underneath it. It's a great cuddly blanket. It's a wonderful blanket like next to the fire, and for the freaking price, it's 30 bucks for a throw of this size and this just like smushy niceness. It's not, I would say, the fanciest blanket in the world, but even my kids are trying to steal it from me. So it's definitely meeting some level of comfy standard that teenagers want it. To go along with that, I also have a cardigan that I am a huge fan of right now. It's from the plus size range at Target. I think Ava and Viv, I think, is the brand name in the plus size range at Target. They redid everything like last year. I think it's Ava and Viv. And it's their chenille cardigan, which means that it's both squishy and fabulous, and my cats are going to destroy it if I let them. The one I have is in like the kind of like rust color. It's so comfy. It's got that soft like smushiness to it. The arms are fitted enough so that they don't look schlumpy, but there's plenty of room within the cardigan to like be comfortable. It has basically been what I wear in the mornings when it's chilly in the house over whatever else I'm wearing. My husband has stolen it from me on occasion. My kid has stolen it from me on occasion. Super, super comfortable. If you are not plus size, you can still take a look at them and see if they'll be like, if they'll fit you okay, like if it'll be a big roomy one on you. But honestly, people who aren't plus size tend to get a little bit more variety in their clothes. And as somebody who tends to wear plus size clothing, it is nice to find something that doesn't fit like a muumuu, but is still comfortable. So hell yeah. According to my app, it is regularly $32.99, on sale for $23.09. I don't know if it's on sale the day you see this video, but if you catch it on sale, that's a great price for a sweater that feels really good. And that was my like mid-range tier. Now to move into my $50 and up tier, the first thing I'm going to talk about is the other set of watercolors I was referring to. I've talked about them before. My patrons have heard a shit ton about these before. It is the Regina's Watercolors watercolor palette. They're handmade watercolors and they are gorgeous. So beautiful. Now the palette I'm recommending to most people is the Plus palette, which is this one. This is actually a earlier incarnation of this palette, but it has both warm and cool toned primary colors as well as some others. It's a wonderful palette for painting flowers. Again, I have a theme here. The colors are gorgeous, but the best part about these, and I'm going to show you this one, this is their secondary palette that they've released, but it's one of their newer, like it's a secondary color palette, but it's one of their newer models of the palette. These palettes come with a glass palette for mixing. It is fantastic. This is the best mixing palette within a palette. How many times can I say palette? For watercolors, this is the best mixing palette I have ever used. Mixing on glass is outstanding. So this one is it's like a companion palette to the original Plus palette. But this is like the newer situation. This is the older situation. Sometimes they stick because it's like the palette was a little too small, but you can see like how well used a lot of these watercolors are. And this is the Plus palette. 10 out of 10 recommend. They are pricey though, 75 bucks per palette. But I will say, like I said, if you have somebody that's serious about watercolors, this glass palette is worth every penny. So fun fact, I think it was a year ago, time blends together. Sometime recently, Tombow finally updated their marker collection, their dual brush marker collection, to include some mauves and some teals, which is outstanding. So they went from a 96 count set full line to a 108 count full line. However, if you try to buy the 108 count full line, it is way more expensive than the 96 count set. So my recommendation is, and what I'm recommending as a gift Like basically if these watercolors are the upgraded version for the Munyo that I talked about, then the Tombow 96 count set is the upgraded version for the super tips. If somebody's really into brush lettering or somebody's really into coloring and loves Tombows, water-based pen, Tombow markers are outstanding. I use them all the time. I love the new colors. I cannot get down with the like more than $100 price difference between the 96 count set and the 108 count set. So if you want to gift the Tombows or ask for the Tombows, ask for the 96 count set and order the colors that you don't have that you want at a later time, and you'll save money. It also comes with the stand. The stand itself is kind of garbage. Their little carrying case is much better, but again, it can be more expensive. So I can totally say though, without a shadow of a doubt, if somebody that loves to color, loves to letter, wants to practice, Tombow dual brush pens would be a great gift. And currently on Amazon, the 96 count set with the janky little holder is $137. Now, if you have somebody in your life that is a content creator, they like to make videos, or maybe they want to make podcasts, or maybe they just spend a lot of time online streaming or on Zoom or whatever, a good microphone is just... life is better with a good microphone. And I have talked recently about how I replaced my old mic with the Blue Yeti caster mic. It is a boom arm that holds the Yeti mic, which is a really good mic to begin with. The arm itself is amazing quality. It's like a tension arm. This is a pricey ask. This might be a gift that you go in on with somebody because it's a couple $100 for this situation, but the mic is phenomenal quality. It just plugs into your computer. The boom arm that it attaches to is one of the nicest boom arms I've ever used that attaches to my desk. It improves the sound quality of anything you're recording by so much. It is definitely a bigger wish list item, though, a bigger ticket wish list item, but if it is something that you're interested in, it's excellent. You could also buy the one that just sits on your desk, which is a little bit cheaper. That was the one I had before this one, and I knocked it off my desk and bent it and made it kind of janky, which is why I had to buy the new one. And having the arm that just swings around my desk and like just goes right into place, it's so much better. It's not only better for me personally, it's like a quality of life upgrade for me, even though I had the exact same microphone sitting on my desk. And the last two items I'm going to talk about, which are bigger ticket, are memberships. I have actually found that gifting a membership to somebody can be a really excellent present if you think that they're going to actually use it. The first membership is Skillshare. I believe it's still $99 for a whole year if you buy it up front. Now, I've had a couple of classes on Skillshare about project planning and planner piece, things like that, which of course I recommend to you if you like planners. But I have used so many classes on Skillshare. And funny thing, I've been offered sponsorships on Skillshare, but because I don't take sponsorships on this channel, I'm not sponsored. The closest I am to sponsoring is the fact that I teach on there and I have an affiliate link for it. If there was a sponsorship I would take, it probably would be Skillshare because I use the shit out of it. Like, I've used it to help me learn different aspects of Adobe Illustrator. I have had it to help me with Procreate, with Photoshop. A lot of the stuff I do has to do with like graphic design, and so they have helped me with certain aspects of the work that I do. Also used some photography classes on there, some for creativity, some for cooking. It's a really great service, and if you have somebody who loves like classes that are project based and like learning based for like being a lifelong learner, gifting Skillshare can be a really awesome thing. The other gift is slightly more tricky because to do this gift, the person would have to get given a gift, but then they would have to take care of it monthly because they don't offer a yearly subscription, which almost knocked it off of this list, but it's one of my favorite things ever, so I couldn't knock it off of its list. And that is a YouTube Premium membership. Again, I'm here on YouTube. You could say I'm biased, but I consume a lot of YouTube for research, for being a YouTuber myself, and also because I prefer YouTube to most like other things. I like watching clips of news on YouTube. I like watching vloggers. I like watching art YouTube. I like watching planner YouTube. I get sucked down the vegan YouTube drama rabbit hole. I love YouTube. And the funny thing is, I have not seen an ad on YouTube in a couple of years because we subscribe to YouTube Premium. If you love YouTube, or you have somebody who loves YouTube, the benefits to Premium are great. I don't remember what they all are, but the ones I definitely know because they are my favorites are no ads, but some of the money you pay for YouTube Premium every month goes to the creators that you watch, so they still get paid. Background playing, which is outstanding. you could be on any other app on your phone and still be listening to your YouTube video. And as I listen to YouTube way more than I watch it, like I tend to listen to videos like they're podcasts, even if they're visual. Why? I don't know. But that's what I do. Background listening so that you can listen. Like I forgot that that's even like a thing for people who don't have YouTube Premium. And then getting the YouTube Music app with its huge library of music as part of the price. Now there's also things where you can like download videos and watch them when you're offline, which is why I actually got the free trial in the first place and have promptly never used it again. But I know that that could be big for some people, especially people who like commute on a train or something with shitty Wi-Fi. It could be really awesome. Like I said though, it's a little tricky. It's $12 a month. So a year would be $144, but there is no yearly membership. So you could buy gift cards for the person you're giving it to. And if you wanted to give them a year, you could give them $150 worth of YouTube gift cards and just say, set your monthly up and just pay it with these gift cards. Or you could just gift a month and it would be an inexpensive gift. I'm putting it here though, because I'm telling you, if you ask for YouTube Premium for Christmas, you're going to want it for the whole year and then some. Trust me. It's one of the, like my husband signed up for the free trial for some reason after I'd already had it for a while. And he fell for the, like, in love with the no ads and the background listening and promptly signed us up for a family plan. So now all 4 of us have it. That's how much we are big fans of YouTube Premium in this household, because we watch a lot of YouTube. If you don't watch a lot of YouTube, then you probably don't want it. I would love to hear your recommendations for cool things that you have found that you think would make great gifts. Leave your recommendations in the comments below so that not only will this video be a guide, but the comments will be a gift guide as well. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Stay safe, wash your hands, etc., etc. And until next time, friends, peace.